Last night, the Suns took a 2-1 series lead with a 129-124 win over the Clippers. By the way, Clips, no Kawhi Leonard due to a sprained right knee. Devin Booker dropping 45 for Phoenix, KD adding 28. Shannon, what's your biggest takeaway from this one?
Give the Clippers, look, Ty Lue is as good a coach as we have in the NBA.
I agree.
The way he can get his guys to play, no matter who's in the lineup, no matter who's out of the lineup, is second to none. Nobody can get his guys to play when their two best players are out, and they've been out damn near since they've gotten there.
That is true.
It's not like they've had a whole lot of time to play together. Outside of that, for the COVID year, Skip, they've missed so much time, and it's hard to settle out of like, okay, guys, this the five we're going to roll with. We got a great group. Oh, yeah, Kawhi's out tonight, and we don't know when he's coming back. Oh, yeah, by the way, Paul George has been out for 2 weeks now. Yeah. And you know what? He was out a lot during the regular season, and Kawhi didn't play until after January.
Yeah.
But the guys just play hard. Norman Powell, Stormin' Norman, was sensational last night. Russ was good. Skip, yeah, Russ had 6 turnovers. He should have had 5. Book fouled him. Book tried to take a foul, Skip. The play at the end, when Russ threw the ball ahead and it went out of bounds, that was a foul on Book.
I thought Russ was already losing the ball, but that's just me. I also think Russ could have had 4 other turnovers, but go ahead.
But the guys, the way they play, and the Skip, and we were talking about it yesterday, I said the difference in this ball game, I said 2 guys are going to have to cancel out 2 guys. Now, I said it tongue-in-cheek, Kawhi's probably a game-time decision because he got bumped, not knowing the severity of it. So I apologize. I'm not trying to make light of it, but I was just saying it tongue-in-cheek.
But there's history there.
There's history there. Skip, and I said, okay, I was anticipating Kawhi playing. I said, okay, Kawhi, Book, or KD needs to cancel out Kawhi. Russ, with no Paul George, is going to be ultra aggressive. The next guy got to cancel him out. I say now your other starters, Ayton, Craig, and Chris Paul, needs to be plus 15, plus 20, because you're going to get crushed by their bench. Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, I was anticipating, Skip, Norman Powell coming off the bench. So I said, you're going to get crushed by their bench. You need to crush their starters in order to offset that barrage that's going to happen to you. Yeah. And lo and behold, it was right on cue. Because you look at Bones Highland had 20, Terrence Mann had 10. So they got 39 points to 18. So, and now you see the difference in the ball game. You look at their starters. Every starter for the Suns in double figures. You look at the Clippers. Eric Gordon had 7. Nicola Batum got cardio in last night, and Zubac had 6. That's your ball game, Skip. The starters crushed.
Yeah.
There's by the sum that I thought they needed, because you know that barrage of the Clippers bench second unit was going to do damage on them. Skip, look. Book is he's in a zone right now, because like you said, they're spending all their attention. Any guy that can go get 7 in a ball game, I don't care who he got it against. I don't care if he was just jacking up shots. If a guy can go get 7 in the NBA game, you know he can get 30, 40 at the drop of a hat.
That is correct.
Okay, so now you putting all your attention on KD, and you let Book go one-on-one? What you think gonna happen, Skip? What's happening?
Yeah.
And then when you least expect it, you're like, okay, we got to get Book. You still got that 7-foot monster out there that's going to get to 15 feet, and ain't nothing you can do to bother him. I don't know if you noticed last night. I don't know what Chris Paul was doing. How the hell Chris Paul get 18 shots?
I tweeted late in the game, Chris Paul, nightmare. Nightmare. No, I don't.
Man, Chris Paul bull-jiving out there, Skip.
Hey, I told you, he is the one man who's going to get wide open shots every time, especially in the fourth quarter. It's just going to be, you got this?
I'm doubling Book and KD. Say, Chris Paul, you get to shoot all you want to, because he had more shots than KD. He was 1 for 8, and then he goes to the free throw line. And
1 for 8 from 3.
From 3.
Yes.
He's normally really good at the free throw line.
Until late in that game.
And he doing both of those.
Both of them, they weren't even close.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh. But Skip, that was the difference, is that the Suns, their 2 big guns are delivering on a nightly basis. And now, Skip, Torrey Craig hit a big shot, because they came down and cut it to 3. And they went to double KD, and he kicked it to Craig in the corner, and he put him right back up 6.
That's 1:24 left in the game.
That was a big shot.
When he made that, my jaw dropped.
Well, what needs to happen, a CP3, you need to pass a little more. You need to be the point guard and make sure you distribute the ball. You need to stop shooting, because you got the cold hand, bro. I mean, You played 40 minutes and gave him 11 points, 5 of 18, 1 of 8, 1 of 8 from 3, 0 for 2. Torrey Craig only had 5 shots, had 15 points.
That'll work.
But you know, Skip, Book, they got no answer for Book right now because they, like you said, they're diverting so much attention to KD.
Yeah.
You know, the happiest person on the planet wasn't KD going to Phoenix. Yeah. It was Devin Booker that KD came to Phoenix.
I agree.
Because he knows everybody's like, oh, that KD, man, we got to. Okay.
He used to be the focal point.
Yes.
Like, it's up to you.
Yes.
Do or die.
Yes.
It's you, Book, or bust.
Yes.
And now it's just Book. Like I got KD over there.
So now he get all that single coverage. He dropped 45, easy 45.
Do you remember Bookham Dano?
Bookham Dano, Hawaii 5-0.
I was thinking all last night, book him. Just book him.
He was.
Book him, Dano. Book him. Okay. As a guy who picked this team to win it all, I was a little more discouraged than encouraged by last night. But I will frame what happened last night with exactly what happened to your team at Memphis in Game 2. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, Ja not going to play Game 2. And your team came out, as your coach said yesterday, Darvin Ham, lethargic. Mm-hmm. I don't know, you could probably come up with some worse words, mm-hmm. right? They weren't ready to play. Memphis was. Memphis rose up, played a little more efficient basketball with Tyus Jones at point guard than they can with Ja, and you know the rest of the story. I didn't even think Memphis played great, but they played well enough to beat your team and even up the series coming back to L.A. And I don't know if Ja's going to play in Game 3 or not. We'll see. Probably another game-time decision. Yes. So here we win again. It's 1-1 back in L.A. And just maybe an hour or so before the game, maybe 2 hours before, they announced, wait, no Kawhi. Was I shocked by it? No, I'm not shocked by that because I've heard so many inside stories. His knees are just wrecks. They're chronic. They're arthritic.
Skip, I thought but I didn't think it was real because I saw it on the internet yesterday, like when I got home, like shortly after I got home, and I thought it was a hoax. I'm like, man, they be playing on the internet because, you know, they got all these fake sites to be saying all kind of crazy stuff.
All fake.
So I didn't think it was real.
I was hoping it wasn't real for our sake, just for basketball's sake, for the NBA's sake, because he's been the best start to the playoffs I think we've ever had. And I was so excited about this matchup in this building on this night, opposite Golden State.
Right.
And yet, you know what, Shannon, the bigger shock to me was how explosive Kawhi looked in games 1 and 2 in Phoenix, because I'm saying, on those knees, you're doing that on both ends of the floor because he was guarding KD at an extremely high level. Right. And I'm saying, how are your knees holding up? Well, now they're saying it was a sprain, it was a tweak, whatever, off the bump. I don't know. He just got issues with those. It's going to limit the duration of his career. Right. It's going to take away the backside of his prime. He's not going to be able to be what he was for the first half of his prime.
But the thing is, Skip, Kawhi is a guy that I think if you play a sport, you're not going to be 100%. Kawhi wants to be damn near 100% every time he steps on the court.
There you go.
There lies going to be the problem for him.
Right. He wants to be 110%. And yet, a game like that last night, when you can go up 2-1 in the series,
I believe they would have if he'd played.
Hey, you know how I feel about it. You just play. You just suck it up. And if you have to drag one of your legs around, you just drag it. And you go out there for your teammates just to show them, I'm going to give you my last ounce here. Mm-hmm. And, and again, Shannon, it's so hard for me to talk about injuries because I don't know what the man is feeling. Right. It's possible that one knee is so balky that he just couldn't even run on it or certainly plant and cut on it. Okay, now back to the bigger picture, back to your Ty Lue big picture opinion of what happened last night. This was a Ty Lue special. They threw everything but 5 kitchen sinks at the 5 starters for the visiting Phoenix Suns because every time down, I'm seeing a little different wrinkle and nuance on defense. And my biggest disappointment was Kevin Durant started looking like he was made of tissue paper last night. He wasn't strong with the basketball. He wasn't authoritative with his first step and his first move. They were coming to double, but they also occasionally would double book because the strategy was CP3 dribbles the ball up the floor, and he's going to lob it over there or lob it over there. They ran one play for Kevin Durant. Again, last night, it was that same pin down play where he comes from the baseline, and he turned and missed this shot.
Right.
And it only comes out of a timeout. So Chris Paul never calls a play for KD with some hand signal where they go pick for him.
Right.
It's just, I lob it here or I lob it there. Well, sometimes he'll lob it over to Book, and his primary defender will have a second defender start to come to even Book. So the idea is whichever superstar has the ball on the wing, whoever's on that side, we need two to go to him to try to get the ball out of each of their hands.
Correct.
But you know what Book was doing, unlike Kevin Durant? Book is just, before the double team even gets there, he just puts his head down and he is underneath. He is going to, they call it blitzing, he's going to split the blitz. He's just going to knife right through it. And once if you beat two of them, well, now it's cherry pick, like it's candy store. Either I got this or somebody's going to have wide open shots.
And we saw, Skip, I think it was the end of the third quarter where they tried to blitz him early and he split the double team and got the layup, right before the horn goes off.
Okay. Well, how could you ask more of one mortal? He scores 45 points. He has